I believe so. I do believe so. I have proved things that I can say that will back up my claim, but this is not for the world to know about. You know what I mean? It's between me and him, and only he knows. So every time he say it didn't happen, or that's the only thing that makes this become an issue to everybody. I was acting. Who gets shot 5 times in acts? Oh, I didn't get shot 5 times in their vision. I only got shot once because they found the book. The police found it, but now they the cops. Now they doing detective work.
The story around Tupac's final days has twisted into something deeper than anyone expected because it's no longer just a case from the 90s. Now it's a firestorm full of allegations, leaked interviews, and 2 powerful camps pointing fingers at each other.
I hate when they leave me to talk because I always say the wrong thing. I always say the wrong thing. Last time they left me, I said something about Puffy. You saw that? You saw that clip? Yeah! I gotta stop doing that kind of shit. I've been talking to a therapist. Trying to help me with the I'm saying. I said crazy no reason. Oh wait, maybe I said it about Puffy because he got Tupac killed.
On one side, accusations say Diddy offered $1 million for someone to target Tupac, a claim pushed into the spotlight again after the Reckoning documentary dropped. Reports say Las Vegas investigators reviewed notes linking the documentary to old leads, and suddenly Diddy's name appeared across legal filings more than 70 times. People started digging into old comments, like when 50 Cent joked online that he didn't like Diddy because he had Tupac hit, something he later brushed off as him talking too loose. Even Tupac once said he had proof of things but wouldn't share it publicly, making fans wonder what he knew and who he feared. At the same time, rumors say Diddy felt jealous in 1995 after seeing Tupac photographed with Sarah Chapman, the woman he once called his dream girl. Add in the fact that Tupac's fame was exploding while Diddy was building his own empire, and people started painting a picture of jealousy, power moves, and dangerous street ties.
Now, it was this documentary that claimed, which we know wasn't true.
Yeah, check this out. We don't talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother. So we're not even going to go there, with all due respect, but I appreciate you as a journalist asking. Thank you.
Because you listen, 7 years ago, I'd have been like, yo, did you hire somebody? But no, you do it like a journalist.
Yeah, no, I mean, we wouldn't even get into nonsense like that. You know what I'm saying? It's nonsense.
Which we never believed, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
When former officers claimed Diddy hired Keffi D and his crew for the job, the tension only grew, especially because Keffi D admitted years ago he met with Diddy multiple times. Although he never gave a clear answer on what was truly discussed, suddenly a decades-old tragedy started sounding like unfinished business, and the public wanted answers now more than ever.
Which of those 4 is it when you talk to him about Tupac?
It was really about both of them. Either one. It was
Tupac and Suge, you mean?
Yeah.
But the story doesn't stop with Diddy, because another camp claims the entire situation was pure street retaliation. Nothing more, nothing less. According to investigators and witnesses from that night, everything started inside the MGM Grand after the Mike Tyson fight.
Brawl.
Suge Knight and their entourage went to the Mike Tyson at the MGM Grand. Keffi D and his nephew, Orlando Lane Anderson, and 2 of their friends were also there. Keffi D told LAPD Detective Greg Kading more than a decade ago, in a proffer that couldn't be used against him, the shooting was retaliation after Tupac jumped Orlando and up at the casino. Surveillance cameras recorded the fight. Tupac was angry that Lane had stolen his necklace years prior in Compton. Tupac, Suge Knight, and the entourage left the casino quickly.
Tupac and Suge Knight spotted Orlando Baby Lane Anderson in the lobby, the same man accused of taking Tupac's chain years earlier. Cameras caught Tupac stepping toward him, a situation that spiraled fast as security rushed in to break everything apart. Baby Lane didn't let it slide, because within minutes he told his people what just happened, and since he came from the same crew as Keffi D, rumors say that moment felt like the green light they had been waiting on. Some even believe Baby Lane remembered the alleged $1 million bounty talk and decided the timing was perfect. So while Tupac and Suge returned to the hotel to change clothes and head out to Club 662, Keffi D's team jumped into a white Cadillac and hit the Las Vegas Strip searching for the BMW.
On all 4 of those occasions, there's San Diego, Anaheim, Irvine, and Vegas. Which ones do you actually talk to Puffy at?
Every one.
Every one of them. Which of those 4 is it when you talk to him about Tupac?
It was really about both of them. Either one. It was
Tupac and Suge, you mean?
Yeah.
Witnesses say once they spotted Tupac at a red light, the Cadillac slid up beside the BMW. Keffy D later described the moment in interviews, saying Tupac leaned out the window like he was greeting fans, and everything happened in seconds once the Cadillac rolled up. He said it looked like Tupac reached for something, though this detail has never been proven. What is certain is that shots were fired, and the entire strip fell into chaos as crowds ran and cars sped off. Even back then, detectives suspected Keffy D had more answers than he shared, but they didn't have the evidence they needed to lock anyone in. The case slipped into history, but the story was far from finished.
Because he died because all these guys sold him this lifestyle idea, but he wasn't it. He couldn't fight. He had no athleticism. He didn't know how to shoot. He wasn't that guy, but he started to believe it.
He method acted it.
100% method acted it.
A week before he died, we was best of friends. 2 days before he died, I don't think he liked me.
Why?
Because we was in New York, and it happened. New York, they shot at me and did all kind of shit to me, like just the worst you could think of. And I forgave him. And went and did an interview and was asked, how do I feel about Puffy and Biggie? And I was like, I like it. I want to do some music with him. And that just rubbed Cuz the wrong way, like tried to kill me, out at you, and you tell me what you want to do a song with it. I wasn't thinking about his emotions. I was thinking about the way I felt at the time. I wasn't into no controversy. I liked his music. They was our friends. We was all friends at one point. This video footage of all of us hanging out.
Years later, Keffy D finally spoke openly, explaining the lineup inside the Cadillac and even naming Baby Lane as the one responsible. Fans were stunned because it matched long-held rumors, yet it raised a new question. If Baby Lane was truly involved, why was he never charged? The answer came quick. He passed away 2 years after the incident, leaving investigators with no one to prosecute. Keffy D also shared something unexpected: regret. He said he wished the situation never happened and admitted it changed countless lives forever. But this is where the story takes a wild turn.
The last time me and Tupac was on the same page, and I did an interview with Angie Martinez, and she asked me how did I feel about Puffy and Biggie, and I told her that I like their music and I want to do music with them. Bro didn't like that, Tupac didn't like that, so we had a misunderstanding. So on the flight back to LA, I didn't feel comfortable around them for what they had did, as far as I didn't let my security ride with me. So to protect myself and to prevent from happening, I slept under a blanket with the knife and the fork just in case something was to go wrong, but it didn't.
Because as more files surfaced, some people started claiming Tupac was never meant to be involved in that type of street life in the first place. One former political mentor said Tupac was actually an intellectual shaping a plan with activists and older leaders to calm the violence between the red and blue street groups. According to that mentor, Tupac wasn't a real gangster, but a strategist pretending to be one so he could influence the youth. That idea created a whole new wave of theories, especially when reports mentioned that Biggie and Tupac were close friends before the conflict spun out of control. And if Tupac wasn't built for the streets, some started wondering who might have wanted him quiet: the rivals, the industry, or people behind the scenes who thought his message was too strong.
With Tupac, though, in regards to Tupac, I heard a story, did you give him different advice that night on where to go?
I didn't give him no advice.
Right.
We wasn't seeing eye to eye.
Right.
So
saying during the Tyson.
Yeah, this incident that I'm explaining to you right now was the day before that.
Okay.
So when they got to Vegas, they went their way, I went back. I mean, when we got to LA, they went to Vegas and I went home. That's why I wasn't in the car with them.
Then Suge Knight added fuel when he claimed Tupac was conscious, talking and recovering after surgery. His exact words: "When I left that hospital, me and Tupac were laughing and joking." That statement shook fans worldwide and reopened the question nobody expected to hear again. What if Tupac didn't pass that night?
He was conscious on the way to the hospital.
He was conscious on the way to the hospital. He was conscious in the ambulance. He was conscious after they did the surgery.
What was the last thing that he said to you?
Not long after Suge Knight's interview, more explosive claims surfaced. A rapper named Tree said the last time he saw Tupac was in Cuba, a statement he made casually like it was normal, years after the world believed Tupac was gone. Weeks later, a website posted a grainy clip showing a man who looked just like Tupac walking through a Cuban neighborhood, sparking a worldwide frenzy. Was it real? Was it edited? Nobody knew, but the internet went wild. Then Suge Knight's own son stepped into the spotlight, posting online that Tupac was alive in Malaysia. He even showed screenshots of messages that looked like threats telling him he said too much. After that, he uploaded photos of Tupac edited next to modern celebrities, insisting the world didn't understand the truth. Most people dismissed it as clout chasing, but not everyone.
Yeah, I hate that happened, dog. You know, I really do, man. Because it fucked up a lot of people's lives, dude. I hate that happened. Probably to God. I feel that was wrong, man. It was just wrong, purely wrong. You know what I'm saying? I wish it had never happened. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion on it. It never happened, dude.
Some pointed out that Suge Knight himself repeated the same story for years, that Tupac was stable, talking, and doing fine after surgery, and that something didn't add up about how he suddenly declined afterwards. And when Suge later said he believed Tupac might still be alive, people wondered if he knew something the public didn't. There were even claims that Suge refused to speak to police after a man used a firearm near him in a club, supposedly because he feared someone wanted to silence him for talking too much about Tupac's survival. Whether real or not, these stories created one of the biggest mysteries hip-hop has ever seen. Each new detail brings another question, and every answer leads to a bigger puzzle.
Well, it turns out when I talked to Tupac's longtime mentor, political mentor, former Black Panther Chokwe Lumumba, who was his first business manager, he's told me, I basically asked, well, was Tupac only pretending to be in order to appeal to gangs and politicize them? And he said yes. And that was part of his thug life agenda that he came up with his imprisoned stepfather, Tupac Shakur. And so Tupac was just using that in order to get the leaders to call peace truces, first in Los Angeles, then throughout California, and then throughout the country. And that was why he was pretending to be this type. And really, he was just an intellectual prodigy.
With all these angles colliding, alleged industry jealousy, million-dollar deals, street retaliation, hidden players, survival theories, and contradicting eyewitness stories, the Tupac case stands as one of the most tangled scandals in modern entertainment. Some believe Diddy should face questioning again because his name appears too many times in legal filings to ignore. Others argue it was strictly a street feud triggered by the MGM fight and nothing more. Then there are the people who say neither side is fully right, that someone far bigger orchestrated everything behind the scenes and the world was never meant to know the truth. And the wildest group of all are the believers who think Tupac escaped the chaos, survived the hospital, and disappeared with help from powerful allies who wanted to protect him from the life closing in around him.
And Bubble Up was the driver, and Baby Lane and Freaky were in the back seat.
We was just all in the car together. Just saying that.
This was the white Cadillac.
Yeah.
So you guys are driving around, and then you hear these girls say, Tupac, Tupac.
Got to the light. He was going to go drink, and he happened to be hanging out the window. He's hanging out the window like he was in a parade.
Tupac?
Yeah, he was.
So what happens next? You said that as you're driving up towards the BMW, with Suge driving and Tupac in the passenger seat.
Every story adds a new layer, every interview adds a new twist, and every leaked detail keeps the world locked into a mystery almost 30 years old.
You said that as you're driving up towards the BMW, with Suge driving and Tupac in the passenger seat, and you said that Tupac pulled out a...
It looked like he was reaching, yeah. Yeah, it did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you actually...
No, once he got the reaching, I got the ducking.
So someone from your car started at Tupac and Suge.
Whether the truth points toward Diddy, Keffy D, Suge Knight, the street crews, or a hidden force nobody talks about, one thing is clear. This story refuses to die, and the world refuses to stop asking questions. As investigators reopen old files and new names show up in sealed documents, this scandal is transforming from a legend into a possible breakthrough moment. Stay locked in, because the truth may finally be stepping out of the shadows. And when it does, everything we thought we knew about Tupac's final night might change forever. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives just like this.